As far as animated films go, Kung Fu Panda and Kung Fu Panda 2 are two of the greatest out there. They take an inherently silly premise, play it dead serious, with comedy of course, and have amazing voice acting to bring it to life. As movies, they are both amazing, but the same cannot be said about the third entry in the trilogy, Kung Fu Panda 3. I believe there are some key things that the third Kung Fu Panda film messed up on: the tone, the runtime, the villain, and the action. I say this because the first two films hit the spot on all four of these points. Let's begin. The first film had a generally lighthearted tone but was serious when it needed to be, and certainly didn't joke about something it shouldn't. The second film, because of its more personal story, was much darker, but still managed to sneak in jokes that landed. The third film tried to focus on the goofiness of the pandas, in large part by promoting the babies. It also didn't allow for any of the pandas to be serious characters for most of the film. Not only did this not work in light of the trilogy building up to us meeting the pandas, but it also failed considering the film's subject matter. The film tried to be funny too much, and this made important characters like Li Shan, voiced by Bryan Cranston, to be a complete joke. Kung Fu Panda 3 needed to keep some of the comedy but focus on the more important matters within itself. Which brings us to the runtime. The Kung Fu Panda films are not long, with all three of them clocking in at close to an hour and a half. The film has a lot more going on in it and needed to be longer than it was. Many scenes were rushed, and we only got flashes of what could have been. Kung Fu Panda 3 should have been closer to 2 hours long. This would have given time, especially for the next two elements, to shine. Now we talk about the blade-swinging spirit warrior, General Kai. Objectively, he ended up being the weakest of the trilogy's villains. Inherently, the idea behind a villain like Kai is a great idea and is something different for the trilogy. However, the way they executed it was lame and rushed at best and embarrassing at worst. For his voice, though J.K. Simmons does his best, I don't think he was the right person for the role. And yes, I do know that Mads Mikkelsen was supposed to play Kai. He would have been much better. For his music, I don't hate it, but it's just awkward thinking that it's just like a song by Imagine Dragons. The biggest problem with Kai, I believe anyway, is his backstory. The film should have spent way more time explaining why the general is the way he is. He ends up being a villain who turns evil and starts conquering others for no reason, when he and Oogway were both conquerors to begin with. Oogway was the one who changed, but Kai just became more of what he already was. This would have helped one of the movie's themes of giving versus taking. The film's action is also related to Kai. We should have seen more scenes of him showing how good he is at Kung Fu. This character has spent 500 years gathering the chi of several masters, including Thundering Rhino and Tai Lung, making him the ultimate master, but we didn't get to see any of this. The best scene of the movie is Kai versus Shifu in the Five, and I can only imagine why. The film's spirit realm sequences, though they are gorgeous, didn't deliver on action either. I understand that they were trying to show that it's different from the mortal realm, but having everyone float around a lot doesn't help. Kung Fu Panda 3 ended up having a Kung Fu-centered villain with a surprisingly small amount of Kung Fu. Kung Fu Panda 3 had enormous potential to be how a third entry should get, but tragically ended up being just another example of how it shouldn't. These four elements were crucial to the Kung Fu Panda films, and this film missed the mark on all of them. It's sad considering the great film we were robbed of. Let's just hope they learn from their mistakes for later projects. Hello everyone, welcome back to Movies with Michael, and if you enjoyed that video essay, you can show it by leaving a like on this video. Comment down below what you think about Kung Fu Panda 3. Is it the disappointing sequel that I said it was, or are you going to try and defend it? Let's do all that down below in the comments section. And remember to subscribe to this channel and click the notification icon to be notified about my latest videos. That's all for now, and I'll see you all next time.